Imagine being in a desperate situation, with your plane severely damaged and no way to fly back to base. You're forced to abandon ship and make a desperate bid for survival, jumping out of the plane and plummeting towards the ground. You're not even sure if you'll make it, but you're determined to stay alive. For those who were on the receiving end of this desperate situation, the experience was all too real. During the First and Second World Wars, the debate about whether to attack defenseless enemy pilots and aircrew who had escaped their stricken aircraft was a contentious one. The Geneva Conventions, which were established in 1864, were meant to provide a framework for humane treatment of soldiers in conflict. But as air power became more prevalent during the wars, the rules of engagement began to be stretched to the limit. The question on everyone's mind was, should you shoot down a pilot who was simply trying to survive, even if they were an enemy? Or should you treat them as a wounded soldier and offer them medical assistance? The answer varied depending on the country and the circumstances. In some cases, pilots who landed safely behind enemy lines were taken prisoner and interrogated, while in others, they were shot or killed on sight. The debate raged on, with some arguing that the enemy was a legitimate target, while others claimed that the Geneva Conventions protected all prisoners of war, regardless of their status as combatants. But the rules of war were about to change. In 1949, the Geneva Conventions were updated to specifically prohibit the killing of wounded and defenseless enemy personnel. This marked a significant shift in the way that military forces were expected to treat enemy soldiers, particularly those who were no longer in combat. Today, attacking defenseless enemy pilots and aircrew who have escaped their stricken aircraft is widely considered a war crime. The idea that a soldier can be shot down and killed simply for being an enemy is no longer acceptable. So what's the difference between these two approaches? The key is that TL cells, or tumor-infiltrating lymphocytes, are a new approach to cancer treatment. Unlike traditional cancer therapies, which can be harsh and toxic, TL cells are a more targeted and effective way to fight cancer.